Traders, I'm looking at the NAS100 on the daily time frame. We're in an incredibly precarious market at the moment. So my bias is bearish based on this price action here. Lower highs, lower lows. We've had a pretty deep pullback. And we can see that this is currently under pressure through here. So my bias would be to short. I'm not looking to buy, regardless of what happens. If this rallies, break structure, north bullish, then I'll be looking to let it go. I am looking to sell, but the thing with this is we need to be mindful of what it's trading into. For one thing, we've got these lows, these previous daily lows. This is a big liquidity pool under here in the form of sell stops that are resting under here prior to these bullish moves. So it's chewing into this sell side liquidity. The natural reaction when it trades into liquidity like this, especially given that this price range is now trading, it's fairly extended. Big money would, distribute up here, and then they look to unload down in here. And the natural thing to do then is look for the pullback, if we're going to be selling, up into at least 50% here. Right, that would be a play for me. So let's just have a look at the 4-hour chart. Yeah, all right. So it's running into liquidity. I'm looking at this this price range from, well, you know what? We've got this previous high down to this low. So we're looking at this range here. And if we also include the previous range, and I'm mainly talking about this one. Let me just grab a where are we? One of these price range. Yeah, this high down. I should have probably pulled it the other way, but this external range, okay, is important. So the target, like if I'm selling, I want the pullback, and my target's going to be the lows from this at the base of this range here, right? So what I'm looking for is a trend continuation where we get the high, the low, the pullback into equilibrium, and then we sell. High, low, it's the same thing everywhere I look, right? High, low, pull back into equilibrium, then we sell. So when we got this higher low, so it's pretty dodgy at the moment, guys. In any case, my bias is bearish. And I'm just looking at this section here, lower high, high, low, pull back into equilibrium. So if we get that, I would look, and that's bouncing off this liquidity. Now, if we get that, I would look to potentially short. I wouldn't sell down here. This is trading into support, and it's overextended. This range, this price range, high to low, is already extended. So it's got to pull back for me to get involved. My plan of attack is going to be on a lower time frame, even a 15-minute chart. And this is what I need to see happen. All right. I've determined that my higher time frame bias is bearish. At the moment, this is trending down. It's overextended. So what I want to see it break structure north and then break structure south. It's as simple as that. So we get a double bottom. It bounces off this liquidity. It trades back up. And at some stage, this is going to find resistance. This is my point of interest, and I want to see it range a little bit here. And then possibly we get a bit of a fake out, shake out, and then displacement. That would be my play. And, of course, I'm going to be looking for the pullback to sell. All right, so that's what I want to see occurring. Now, it's all about the break of structure. So this is trending down. It breaks structure bullish. This trends up, right? And then it breaks structure bearish. That's it. It's really simple. It's a simple thing to follow. Right, we look at that and then we see it break structure bearish, and then we get involved on the pullback retest of this range through here. Hope that makes sense. But watch out, guys. It's a really tough market at the moment. That would be my play. If this plays out, I'm interested, but I've got to see it trade up and then roll over. I want to see the rotation It's got to rotate. It's got to pull back, hit resistance, and it's got to rotate. Now, if this fails, if this continues up and breaks these highs, then there's no trade. Now, let me just make a note here. All right, it needs to, all right, sell only if we see the pullback, if it retraces and price break structure bearish. In other words, we get a break of market structure, so it's a BOS. Otherwise, there's no sale. Otherwise, we abandon the idea. Right? This needs to play out. Now, it could range through here, or it could pull back into these levels. It could range through here. Wherever it decides to roll over, okay, I'm interested. That's my take on the NAS100 at the moment. Yeah, there's a no. It's pretty clear. All right, guys. Look, I mean, I really love it if you commented below. That would be awesome. Your thoughts matter, and it's important that we share our ideas with each other and support each other. In these markets where the banks and smart money are out to take liquidity at the market moves in mysterious ways. Anyway, hope you have a great day. Safe trading, and I'll see you in the next one.